This is Rob from 180, and thanks for watching the inside look of the book 180 Degrees. My social media website master expert, Frank, from Viral Marketing, by the way, phenomenal company, mentioned to me that he thought that viewers or readers of the book would be interested in seeing behind the scenes as far as where some of the events that took place in the book took place. So I'm standing here in Chatsworth, California, where a lot of scenes from my book took place. And Chatsworth, I think one of the claim of fame for Chatsworth is actually, I think it's the pornography capital of the world. Great claim to fame. Anyhow, not knocking Chatsworth, but anyhow, I'm here on a ranch at what was called White Oak Stables that my family and I lived at for many years, and I got a lot of history here. I was just down the street at my son's football game, and I thought this would be the opportune time to come out here and videotape a couple spots where some of my past took place. You know, it's one of the things I'd like to first mention with being sober for the amount of time that I've been sober, which is a little over 20 years. The good news is that, you know, I can come back to my old stomping ground, and if you're new in recovery, you know, this might make a big deal to you, but I can come back to my old stomping ground, see old friends, all that stuff, and you know, it doesn't bring up any old feelings for me of using drugs or anything like that. It's like I'm so disconnected from that old person that I was. And, you know, I can just come back here, and later in the inside of the story of 180, I plan to go to Miami Beach and up to the Bay Area, and those were times and places that I had a lot of crazy things that happened. And all I have actually now are just the fond memories. I can't even think back to the bad memories. But I'm here in Chatsworth, and I'm going to show a couple places that were some of my old stomping ground. This again is the ranch that I lived at for a number of years, and partied a lot here. So our next door neighbor, an empty lot. So there's the house that I lived in for a number of years. Can't really see it, it's covered by the trees, but here was again part of the ranch. And years ago, unfortunately, I hate to say, there was actually a murder that took place right in here, where one of the workers shot one of the other workers with a shotgun. I remember that happened in the middle of the night. And again, this whole property, while there were a lot of fun memories of hanging out and bike riding and having a great time, a lot of other memories of a lot of drug abuse and not so good times. Kind of interesting timing that I got here with these chimes. Actually kind of strange. But this is the church that my friends and I, unfortunately, one evening broke into and drank the old wine I talk about in one of the chapters. Looking over there, it was built in 1903. Anyhow, and then from there, as you'll see behind, the mountains are where we ended up running off to in the middle of the night with the helicopters chasing us. So here's a look at the elementary school that I went to. Could have been worse. The best part of seeing this yard of the school, the elementary school, is I just left my son's football game. That was all on AstroTurf, and the stadium was like a college stadium. And I remembered, like, the playground that I played on was, you know, as you can see, rock, dirt, and dead grass. Oh, I love it. Definitely times have changed, at least for my son. I'm so happy. Here's a little bit more of that yard and play area. That was our football field. Now this brings back tons of memories. This was our townhouse my parents lived in. I talk about, I don't know if you can see it, hopefully you can, but right around there, that window, that was a window to my room. I talked about was kind of the dungeon, since it's subterranean. Anyhow, wow, tons of memories here. And here's our neighbor, the LA River. There's more scenic places in the world. But yeah, that was, actually this is the place that I also called the police on myself because I was so paranoid. Now that I think about it, just hysterical when they arrived. There's more of that unit. One thing I just noticed being here at the I guess the park was, I don't even really remember this place, but this is the park right next to my parents' townhouse. I mean, seriously, think about this. Why would they have built the city benches here to sit under the trees behind in the back of a townhouse along this dirt path where you're staring at a concrete LA River next to the corner of the Ramada Inn and liquor store? Not the prettiest park in the world. Well, you learn something, well, almost every day, that I had no idea that my class of '86 even put this up. But good for them. This was obviously my high school. But now that I think about it, it was one of, I think, 6 high schools that I went to. And I think I only attended Chatsworth High for a couple months or more. I don't know. It's always all a blur. Something I should talk to the principal about is rather than just getting the committee to put up the wall, how about a committee to get rid of the graffiti and all the trash? Just a thought. Well, here's the corner of next to one of the other schools that I was attending, called Kooten. Here's our school parking lot, which is actually a metered parking lot. Here's I guess, I don't know what the hell that is, next to the school. Looks like a junkyard. And then here's again the school parking. Next to a chiropractor office. And when I said in my opinion, Kooten was like for a kennel for dogs. Oh, here's Kooten School. There's their huge yard. I don't know if you can see the up there, the logo of Kooten. But here was one of the other high schools that I attended. Here's the entrance to the school. It's literally down an alley. I'm glad I'm not sending my son here.